Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Welcome back to the T0 to T6 Abyss series. We've been doing this for a really long time, and we're going to keep on doing it until we get to T6. Here we are up against some marshals. They're, pretty difficult waves of the Abyss, but it's alright, no problem for the Zealot here. Our Zealot is pretty overpowered. So we'll go here and approach this by Adaptive. I haven't been in the Zealot for quite a while now. It's just a long time since I was in the Zealot, so I do feel a little bit rusty doing this, but I think it'll be alright, since we've already upgraded this ship to quite a big degree to prepare itself for the T4 Firestorm Abyss. I preferably would want to go for the marshals first. The reason is just that they're too far away, that's why I'm just chilling here a bit. Otherwise I could go for them actually, because they're going to be repairing their shields. I maybe should have gone for the Enforcer actually, since he is a bit closer and I could use Scorch on him. We're going to chill with our drones. They're not going to be a good idea to use here. Do we have an extraction node? One extraction node over there. Have we stopped moving? Nope, we have not. Okay. We'll continue here, take out that Enforcer. And then we'll make our way towards the marshals. We can have the mobile tractor unit there. We can also deploy our drones actually, because the drones are good to get the extraction node, since I've got a really good drone control range. Let's take out this here. Let's take out the Enforcer. We can just get a little bit closer, then we're able to use our drones on the cache. There we go. Now I can deploy the drones on him. Great. And now I'll focus on the marshals. Oh no, there's a default multisuppressor. Very typical. There's always going to be a default multisuppressor somewhere. Is it? Oh, it's destroying our drones. Recall them. So typical. Like, there's always a default multisuppressor where I don't want them to be. I can tell that I've not used the ship because it's got a bit of dirt accumulating on it. And destroyed. Okay. And that extraction node did drop something, so we'll get that. 3.2 million. We'll wait a little bit on that extraction node. We can get some product discovery going on in the meantime. We'll just do it in the background here. I just have to do one slide to be able to put this in the corner of our screen. Like that. There we go. Okay, so now we can move it here so it's not obstructing the view of our beautiful ship. There we go. So you get some extra siders from this. It's not a lot, but it's something. And if you have enough patience, you can get that Enforcer blueprint, which will give a lot of ISK. 3 million, that's like depressing for T4. Oh, what the heck? I just want 3 million. Oh, that was decent actually. 2.2 million for an extraction node. Almost as much as the bi-adaptive cache. This shows how bad the loot is from the bi-adaptive caches. I almost want to go back and do T2s in the Retribution actually. I feel like it's almost better than this. This just feels silly. Oh, these like, oh. This one room does not cover the cost of our filaments. I don't know why we do not encounter good filament drops. I get so few filaments. I'm used to getting a lot more filaments from the T4s. I feel like it must just be a big streak of bad luck, but I've noticed that when we've been doing these T4 electricals, it's been really... Oh, there's a lot of marshals here. A lot of marshals. Well, let's go straight in and check which resist is the lowest here. We'll go for the non-arrester. Oh, they're all standard marshals. Okay, we'll go here. We've got lots of extraction nodes. This is a heavy marshal wave because there are a lot of marshals. I think this is one of the more difficult marshal waves of a T4 Abyss, but our Zealot does not really care because we've got so much tank. I do not want to use my drones at all here because the Thunder Child is going to go crazy and destroy it. Take this guy out. We should have destroyed the Drainers first, but I went for the standard one because it was closer. Can deploy the MTU perhaps. Then after that, we can. This Thunder Child is dead. We can go for our drones. There we go. Okay, good. Deploy MTU. Have drones go for this guy here. Great. That's good. I like using our drones to grab the extraction nodes, so we don't have to think about shooting them. I'm getting neutered from this Marshal over here, these two Drainer Marshals, pretty hard newts, but we've got so much capacity in this Zealot and the T4 electricals that it actually doesn't really matter that much. Go for this guy here, and that also that the extraction node that was really far away didn't have anything, so we can actually just go and grab this loot here. We do not even have to bother going waiting for that other extraction node to come back in here. So we'll just go and move towards the gate here. 5 million, like, this loot is really frustrating. Sometimes it's good, but it feels like majority of the time it's really bad. I remember, like, if you go on my previous videos from a few years ago, I would make lots of videos like saying like, dude, T4 base, 30 million in this many minutes, 40 million in this many minutes. Like, I was getting good loot there. But nowadays it just is so bad. So bad. And I'm doing full clear style as well, as to the best of my ability. They're quick though. These marshal waves, they're quick. I appreciate that we're able to do a quick sight, but it's very frustrating. Put the Scorch. Oh, this is an easy wave. Have our drones deployed here. We'll move towards these extraction nodes. So we can even split up the drones a bit, and we can lock up some of these drones and snipe them from afar. Oh, return an orbit. Return an orbit, please. I do not want them to go for the rogue drones. They'll annihilate them. Nope. Go for this one, please. Thank you very much. There we go. It's good to destroy them as quick as possible, the rogue drones, before they get close, because then you'll have perfect tracking on them, but they're getting a little bit too close now for that. There we go. Oh, they're starting to attack my drones. Doing quite a bit of damage, actually. Probably because our reactive armor hardener has adapted to the wrong damage type, so we'll reset it here and take them out quickly. Oh, we're taking a lot of damage. Come on, take them out fast. What's going on? Fast, please. I think it's because there's a lot of EM based. It's even minus 50% as well. Recall drones. Come on, don't die. Oh, we lost a drone as well. Go for these extraction nodes over here. Go for the bi-adaptive. That's really annoying, losing a drone. Okay, we lost 300. The Tech 2 is actually not that expensive. I was thinking lost 1 million, but I think it's more like 300k. Taking so much damage suddenly, but I think our reactive armor hardener ramped up. Plus, there was just a whole lot of drones, so we destroyed quite a few of them when we started making a bit of progression through the site. Deploy MTU here. Oh, we've lost more drones. Oh, we've lost 2 drones. They really love destroying our drones. That's the downside to having drones out far going for these extraction nodes, is that they are more prone to getting destroyed. They're going to be out there in the field further away from you. So say they start taking damage, well, can't really recall them as easily because they're very far away. They are light drones though, so they're easy to recall, but not as smooth as getting them yourself when they're getting attacked. When they're not getting attacked, it's very smooth. Imperial Navy is what I want to use just because it's got better tracking. I want to go for that one here, the Spark Lance, but I keep misclicking. I hope we'll get some loot here. 2 extraction nodes plus a bi-adaptive. Hopefully it's something good. And we'll keep doing this project discovery in the meantime. 2 drones lost. Oh, Acolyte IIs really get obliterated in these abyss sites. But it's not like strange at all, because we've got a ship that is not focusing at all on drones, and light drones that are unbonused to just asking to get killed. I've made some changes to our skill plan actually. Or not skill plan, I've pretty much maximized soon my drone skills, for when it comes to light drones. I'm training it comes to such minute differences that I'm doing a Armada drone specialization level 5 just to get our drones to be as good as possible, even though they're not even our primary damage type, but just to be as good of a possible Zealot pilot. But then after that, I was thinking I could just train the Gila skills. If for some reason I wanted to later use a Gila, I just, I'm able to do them. So I'm training a bunch of missile skills, the Kildarian, Galente ship skills, but this doesn't mean that I'm going to use a Gila to go to T6, not at all. I just thought, I want to use the training time for something, so I may as well just train that. But we're definitely going to still focus on the Zealot. even though I am getting a little bit frustrated that these T4 electricals are not going so good, but I definitely want to do the Zealot because we've already invested anyway so much into this ship, and I mean, we've got so much good skills for the Zealot as well. And I mean, it's pretty straightforward to get to T6. We just have to get more ISK, really. I mean, technically we could do T6 now. We just need to have more ISK. Before it was usually a case that our skills weren't good enough, but now we've, instead of having a bottleneck on our skills, we're having a bottleneck on our ISK. ISK is what is prohibiting us from progressing. 3 million. Are you kidding me? 3 million. Okay, look here. Look here. 14 million. How much ISK did we get from this? We've got 7 million ISK from this whole site here. From this whole site here, we've got 7 million ISK because the filament got 7 million ISK. That is so bad. That is really bad. It really annoys me. I don't know why we don't get filaments. We never get T4 filaments. We're doing a T4 site. You would think that you get, you know, a decent amount of, T4 filaments because, like, when we're doing T1s, we get a surplus of T1s right, left, and center. Here, we're never getting T4s almost. And if we do, you know which one's going to be? It's going to be Dark or Firestorm. Dark or Firestorm. Never Electrics, never Exotics. And then once in a blue moon, we do get them. And it's like, oh yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep the hamster rolling. Oh, we're going to have to do another site. That's so frustrating. Okay, we're back here in another site. Let's see if we get some better loot. This is absolutely ridiculous to what kind of bad loot we've been receiving recently. We should actually activate our modules. That's a good thing to do just in case. Because these rogue drone battle cruisers, they can hit really hard. Let's move the drones here. And maybe go for the snarecasters first. And don't have the drones going, please, because they're just going to get obliterated by the rogue drone battle cruisers. There's spark grips, okay. Spark grips can be pretty powerful. Let's move a little bit to this side here, because I worry that we're going to get caught by those rogue drone battle cruisers. There's so many snarecasters. That's how our drones help a little bit before the battle cruisers get in close. Oh, they're already taking damage. Never mind, never mind. Return the drones, return the drones. There we go, take this guy out now. Last one. We can maybe move towards the... And I had actually run out of the filaments, so I really had to spend quite a bit of ISK. So now we're back at 400 million. This feels like... Oh, this feels really hopeless. And, you know, we're using a very safe fit, okay? So we're not, like, really gonna die. I mean, then we're, like, basically dying here, almost to these rogue drone battle cruisers when I say that. But I would say they're still pretty safe. But, I mean, imagine if we die. Imagine if we die, how much progress we're gonna lose. It's gonna be a lot of progress last side. To me, it doesn't actually feel so safe. It would feel a lot safer if we were doing this, earning this amount of ISK in... Oh, that was a big volume in there. If we're earning this amount of ISK, but in a lot cheaper ship, and I probably would have opted in for optimizing Retribution for doing T2s very consistently. I think that could be a better option, because I think that will earn more ISK. This is just so bad. This is really, really bad, actually. Like, the amount of stuff you get from this. Because even though maybe sometimes the ISK is good, but you have to always remember the price for each run is 7 million. So it's going to be very minimal profits all the time. And as I said before, sometimes it's good. So then it feels really satisfying getting a 50 million run. You won't get that in like a T2 site done in Retribution. But still, it does not feel good. I wonder if we can make a dummy-proof T2 Retribution fit. I'll write that down, actually, because that will be very good to do. Like, maybe a bit more expensive Retribution, but more like a dummy fit. Because I have got a fit that can do T2s, but you have to be very skillful, and it can be very deadly if you make some mistakes. If you make mistakes, you can die pretty quickly. Okay, 8 million, that's decent. Like, when you see those kind of stuff, you think, okay, you get a bit more motivated, but Fierce Electrical, you're still a T3 filament. We're always getting lower tier filaments than on the current tier filament we're in. It's just the way it is. Let's deploy this MTU, and we'll make our way to this extraction node where we can deploy our drones on it. Where are they? One is over there, one is over there. So we'll sort of move towards here, have our drones deployed so we can take out these two extraction nodes. There we go, and have some drones go for this one as well. And we'll keep close to this strike grip and have our M2 do all the work. That's a really nice way to take out these extraction nodes. I really love that. I underestimated how good the drone skills would be in terms of the range. You get just all of those extraction nodes just blapped like that. So we just wait here and we can do product discovery in the meantime. So it's not wasted time. It's something we're at least doing. I feel like, getting the extraction nodes, sometimes you can waste a bit of time. And you think that, it's not really worth your time. But I feel like in these T4 electricals, it's even more worth it to do these extraction nodes, because here we want to get as much ISK out of each filament as possible, rather than running them quickly, just because of how much of an initial cost it is to do these filaments. 2.8 million, that's pretty good. Like, you see, now that we get these kind of waves, I feel like, suddenly I just want to do more of these T4s. And then it just does the complete opposite later. It's a bit of a mental battle here. I definitely want to find a fit actually that can do T2s very smoothly in a retribution. Not that it's so intense, like a pretty stress-free, because you can do, some people would say, yeah, well, you can do T2 stress-free in a retribution, but for me, my parting is not that good that it can be stress-free. Otherwise, I know that it is. So I want to find a fit that'll be very good goal actually to do. I'll try doing that, because that could be fun variation. We can maybe do some T4 Zealots, and then the times where I'm getting in like a bit of a rage mode where I'm just getting some bad loot, I just thought, okay, you know what, I'm just going to do some T2s now instead. That'll be actually quite fun. The main waves I want to watch out in the T2s are probably the Cinnabals. They're going to be annoying. Triglavians could also be annoying. I think it would be a pulse laser that would be easier to be dummy proof, just because of it enabling us to fit more tanks, since they don't take so much. 4 million, like, look at that, 4 million. Since the pulse lasers enable you to fit like more tank modules, less fitting requirements on those. Like, already this first room we've got more ISK, and we've not even completely taken the whole room. More ISK than the whole previous site. It's such a big range of loot you can get from these T4s. It can be a bit frustrating. The time. Spending a little bit too much time here in this room. Seems to be pretty profitable with all these extraction nodes. But I shouldn't spend too much time, actually. Too much time spent here can be deadly in the Abyss, actually. It would be probably worth to invest in a pack rat mobile tracked unit, because they pull in 1.25k a second instead of 1k a second. And those MTUs are pretty expensive, but yeah, we probably should actually invest in one of those, because it will, over time, improve the amount of ISK we get. And I'm thinking that, like, my main reason I didn't want to get it is not because it's like costs a little bit of ISK. 6 million, this is crazy how much ISK we're getting from this one. Crazy, absolutely crazy. 20 million ISK from all those extraction nodes. And that's why it can be worth sometimes to go for these. Absolutely, I don't think I've ever got this much standard loot from extraction nodes. 6 million. That feels amazing. It would actually be normal if I was comparing it to my previous experience with T4 Abyss a few years ago, but with my bad luck, I've been having T4 electrics, and this is Zealot. Feels very good. We've got some Triglavian rooms. We can make our way towards this one here. Have the drones go for this extraction node. Let's see, Ghosters, Starving Red Max. We want to be a little bit quick here, just because I don't want to run out of time, since we're already a bit low on time here. No, please, drones, don't go for the Triglavians. Don't want to die. I'll go for this one as well. Go for this extraction node, thank you. We should use our... Good to use our weapons and webs. Ghost is what I want to take out, and then the Vedmak afterwards. There we go. Take him out here. We just keep cruising like this so that we can get a bit better tracking going on. We'll even go towards the... We can go towards the bioadaptive cache. Not the bioadaptive cache, but the transfer conduit. Then we'll be able to pull everything directly to the gate. Easy, easy. It's a lot easier to apply when you've destroyed those ghosters. Deploy MTU here. Thank you. But I was interrupted there previously with the good loot we got from that extraction node. Otherwise, I was talking about the Packrat MTU. The Packrat MTU costs about 25 million, is a lot more expensive than the standard one, but that is not my main issue with the cost in itself, because the cost would be fine. It gives 25% extra speed in terms of tractor speed. The main issue I have is that if I were to forget it, that would be a little bit of an expensive loss. But that's because before, when I was using MTUs, it was not really a routine for me to use MTUs. But now I feel like I'm in a more of a routine to grab the MTU. So I think it's unlikely I'll forget it here. So I feel more comfortable using one of them because I don't think it's going to be very likely that I forget it. Like before, I would have had a tendency to forget it here. But we've not forgot a single one of these standard ones, and I think I will be even more careful when I have a Packrat one as well. Does a Packrat go for 25 or maybe even 50? Packrat mobile tractor 40 million. Okay, but it's not that expensive actually. The standard MTUs go for 6 million, I believe. Now, when we have these kind of rooms, I'm just thinking, okay, I'll forget about those low tiers ones and frigates, but I'll change quickly when I get bad loot. As you guys have maybe noticed. Sorry if I'm complaining too much, but you can probably understand. I mean, I've seen in these Abyss chat rooms that people complain like, has Abyss loot been changed? I've been getting a really bad loot. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Do you want the multisuppressor? Grab the. Oh, those drones almost died. That was a fast room. Completed it in a very fast time, 5 minutes, I believe, and almost like taking everything. Check what is in here. Anything good? Oh, 13 million. Look at that. You see, right? Sometimes it actually does go good. I mean, this is the second room as well. Not even pulled in that extraction node. Who knows what is in the next one? Feels almost like certain rooms, in like total sites, are just prone to being bad, and some are just prone to being good. Like, look at that, 3 million. Okay, now we're going to have to be a little bit quick. We've got 7 minutes, just under 8 minutes left. Forget about project discovery. Do not want you to waste our time with that, because I don't want to lose this. Okay, another Triglavian wave. That's pretty good to see. They're pretty quick, usually. Put Conflag. Do we not have any Scorch? Oh, we don't have enough Scorch. We need to load up on Scorch. Never mind. They're anyway getting close to us, but we need to put more Scorch. That's important to have. Let's go for the Tanglers and Ghosters. There we go, taking out those Ghosters. Now for the Tanglers make it go slower because I'm not able to pull good range. And when I can pull good range, that enables me to track better. So I track worse with the Tanglers on the grid, and it just makes me move slower. Well, that anchor really wants to go for my drone over there. Come on, let's go to this extraction node. Not extraction node, the origin conduit. Ooh, 30 million. But you always have to remember, at the end of the day, it's minus 7 million ISK because of the filament cost. It's always that depressing fact knowing that you've got a little bit less ISK than you actually have here. In a T2 electric, for example, that not be the case. You would be earning pure profit because the filaments are negligible in their price. You can deploy the M2 directly on top of the gate so we can instantly jump out when we're done. And just deploy it here. And now we can deploy our drones as well to help us a bit. We've got the tracking speed as well. That really is nice to see. And it's also a short range one, I believe. Yeah, look at that. We've got so many tracking speed. Does it have really that much range? Short range. Oh, there's just this medium one here. But 80% is really great. Not that much here, 2 million of red loot or Triglavian survey data, but it's something. I'm just keep shooting this. I'm keeping shooting the small stuff because I've got Imperial Navy equipped, but it could be a bad thing to do that because you got that Vedmak here repairing them with medium remote armor repairs. But I seem like I'm destroying them so quickly that the Vedmak doesn't even have enough time to remote repair them. There we go. Take out that Vedmak and open up this here. So we got 3 million extra. The extraction node was more valuable than the than the bioadaptive. Feels like that's more common here than not, actually. When we get these really crap bioadaptive caches. Anyway, that's it. We earned some more ISK here in the second T2, 42 million, in fact, pretty decent amount. I'm very happy seeing that. But not at all common, not at all common. You can sometimes have really bad loot like we had before. So next time we will, if I can remember, I'll get a Packrat MTU, and I'll consider also to make a fit for T2 electrics, the inner retribution that could be more dummy proof. It's probably a bit more expensive, but I'm not sure if I'll use that on this character, but I'll definitely want to test it out because then it could be fun to do that as an alternative. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.